Okay, just the basic stabilization. That's all I'm going to try. So this is the Sigma 16 to 28 f2.8. It's looking good. This camera is heavier. Okay. And with this lens, it's pretty heavy, so I'm gonna have to change lenses all the time. I mean, change hands. So what do you think? Now, the A7C and the Sony ZV-1, their microphone volume I put all the way up. I don't know how it's going to sound, but I think the ZV-1 was a little bit softer. But I'm just walking around, and it's looking good. Stabilization and the picture quality is looking fantastic. I put it on neutral instead of landscape to match the other color profiles. So we'll see how this looks. Changing hands again. Okay, so you see. So what I can do with this is then I can also change it to 20 millimeter, and I'm going to put the Sony 20, and it should look just like this. Okay, stabilization, everything. All I'm going to do is change the lens out. So the 16 went to 20. So you see, it's not that much difference. 16, 18, 20 millimeter. Okay, there's not that much difference. So let me switch to the 20 millimeter for the Sony, and it's the G lens FE. Okay, the Sony f1.8 instead of 2.8, 20 millimeter. Do it look smaller? So this is just the basic stabilization on this camera. Okay, now the G lens, I don't know if they have stabilization built in, personally. Okay, but it still looks good on this camera. So if you only have Sony lenses and got yourself a Z6III, get the ETZ21 Pro adapter from Megadap, and that's the cheapest route. And then when you can start affording lenses for the Nikon, you just start changing them out. So you see, with the stabilization, autofocusing, I look pretty good. And this is 20 millimeter, all right? And I'm holding the tripod as best as I can. And I'm trying not to go on a little dirt mound that my cat uses for his kitty litter. I got kitty litter on the inside. He'd rather go outside. So, anyway, so how do I look? Now, I am going to try the 20 millimeter, and then I'm going to use the kind of like the Tamron for Nikon, the 17, the 28. So those are two extra lenses I'm going to put on there, but they're native Z mount, and we're going to look at the stabilization there. So this is at 20 millimeters with the Sony. Now I am going to use the 20 millimeter. Let's get a good shot. That's a nice shot. I'm going to use the 20 millimeter from Viltrox next. So that's a native Sony lens. Native Nikon lens for the Z mount. Okay. Do I look smaller or the same size? And this is back at f2.8, 4K 30. So I'll be trying this one left, or next. 17 to 28, and it's 2 2/3 bigger than this 20 millimeter. Okay, compact, but it's at f2.8. Lowest aperture, yeah, autofocus. I'm liking this lens from Viltrox. It's a great vlogging lens, okay? Same thing, haven't done anything with the stabilization at all with the Z6III. Just left it on the basic one, the standard, that's it. No enhance, digital is off. I got it in neutral profile, so you may see different colors, you know, with the different lenses, like from Sony to Nikon. But this is Viltrox too. So, anyway, my cat is making a lot of mounds all over the yard to do his business. So what do you think? What do you think of the stabilization? It's pretty good, right? No software. Just everything in the camera. The settings. 4K 30 on the Sony A7C and the ZVE1. I think that I like those settings better than the 4K 24. Okay? And I use the different stabilizations, the basic and then the active on the ZVE1, whereas on the A7C, it'll decide to apply it when necessary. Difference in generation of cameras, okay? So this is a 20 millimeter Viltrox. I don't think it has any stabilization. It's all in the camera. What do you think? Does it look good? I'm in the sun. I need to get in the shade so I can show you the stuff. Let's get over here with a nicer background. Show off my pretty flowers. Okay. So, a little bokeh. I go back a little bit. Let's get in focus. Of course, it's on me. I see the box around the eye. But now I'm going to put on the Nikon, which is, I think, is the Tamron 17 to 28 zoom, and I'll put it at 17. And you can see a little difference. I'll get smaller. Okay. Okay, the Viltrox 17 millimeter f2.8, and I should look just a little bit smaller. And it's a bigger lens, it's a heavier lens. But what you need is a wide angle lens, prime or zoom, for vlogging. And that's what this series came out from. One guy complained to Peter Gregg that why are you using an APS-C lens to get a wide field of view? And in a way I agree with him, because more light with a full frame lens. They do have wide field of view lenses available, angle lenses I should say, prime and zoom. And this is 17 to 28. So I can go to 20, and that's where I was. Okay, so the picture quality is good. I believe there's no stabilization on this lens, but anyway, it's still good. Now I'm going back to 17. I get the right dial. See, there's not that much difference. 17, 18, 19, 20. And you can go to 22, 24, okay? 24 is still good. But let's go to 28. I've used a 28 and 35 with just this basic stabilization on this camera, and they all look good. So the question is, when you vlog, you want to see more in the background or more of the person, and that's why you don't need to crop. Okay, you will get a crop at certain speeds, like cameras can at 4K 60, a lot of them crop. Z6III doesn't. Okay, the ZV-E1 doesn't. E7C does. APS-C cameras are already at a crop, and then when you add the stabilization, there's more of a crop. Turn up the shutter speed. Use the gyro built into the Sony cameras, and I'm going to go back to 17. And that way they use the software to take out the shakiness. So the image quality is good. I don't see that much shaking on this camera. So the stabilization is good. It just depends on how fast you move. Now when I vlog, I usually just sit it on a table, sit back and start talking to it. Okay? That's the best way to vlog. That way you're not holding it, you're not, changing arms or hands, just to, like I'm doing right now. So anyway, I hope this video is helpful. I showed you 4 different lenses on 3 different cameras with the Megadap ETZ 21 Pro adapter. So it's a good comparison. Same lenses on 3 different cameras. What do you think? You think this is a good idea? Look at the wide field of view. And that's at 17 millimeters. So they do have full frame wide angle lenses, zoom and prime. So let's get back to the pretty shot. This is how I'm going to end. So thank you for watching. Remember, stay safe, keep smiling, and I'll see you next time. Bye, folks. Have a wonderful day. And stay safe. This is Labor Day weekend, so be careful. Bye. And thank you for watching. This is the end of part 3. So the first 2 was A7C, and then the ZV-E1, and now it's the Z6III. And here's all the lenses that I've used. So the main 2, the Sigma and the Sony on the left-hand side above the Megadap ETZ 21 Pro adapter, was used on all 3 cameras. The Nikon 17 to 28, and then the Viltrox 20 millimeter is on the Nikon Z6III. And I usually put the A7C with the body cap on and put it in the full frame lenses. So when I go out or shoot, that goes with me. I got another camera bag for the ZV-E1, and you see the APS-C 16 millimeter f2.8 on there. So that keeps it nice and tight. And I also have the 50 millimeter f1.8, of course, nifty 50 with the ZV-E1. And then, of course, with the Z6III, I got a whole bunch of lenses. So anyway, goodbye, folks. Have a safe weekend, and I shall see you later.